Good morning, children. We have completed lesson number 12, and in my previous class, I gave you the answers of ABC part. So, today it's time to know the answers of D part. So, we will do today D part answers, although I will give you PDF also. But before that, you just know that where the answers are written in your book. In this lesson, so far, we have read about different stars, then sky, as the name of the lesson is only observing the sky. So, we have seen this. Daytime sky also, nighttime sky also, that activity we did. Then we all know the brightest star which dominates the daytime sky, the star which dominates the daytime sky is our sun. It is the brightest object seen during the daytime sky. And during night time, the brightest object is moon. But what happened? Moon does not have any light of its own. It reflects what it gets from the sun. Moon is a non-luminous body like Earth. No light of moon is there. So we have seen, sometimes we see in the low horizon in the sky, very low, Mercury and Venus during morning hours and evening hours. So they are sometimes known as morning and evening stars. In nighttime sky, what do you see, children? Stars and sometimes planets also. Venus is the only planet we see in the night sky. It is not only Venus, but Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are also the other planets that can be seen in the night sky, even with the unaided eye. And recently, you must have seen in the news bulletins that Jupiter and Saturn were seen in the night sky. Now, which was the first planet discovered by using a telescope? That was the ringed planet. Which planet is ringed planet? Saturn. Then we have also we have come to know about stars. We knew about different stars, and our nearest star is sun, and sun is a star of average brightness. We also read about constellation. What is constellation? A constellation is a group of stars that appear to form some recognizable pattern or shape in the sky. And this concept of constellation was devised by ancient people. Why? Because so that they would be able to recognize and label some of the stars in the sky. And it was very important for them because they were dependent on these stars to find directions and to measure time, because that time clock was not there. We can also easily recognize some constellation in the sky. These are the constellations here. The pattern, Ursa Major and Minor, I told you to do it. Small Dipper here, that is visible in spring. Then Cassiopeia, visible in autumn. Then Pole Star. Pole Star is in Hindi it is known as Dhruv Tara. What is Dhruv Tara? It is a special star present in the northern hemisphere, and the other stars appear to twinkle, but this star appears to remain fixed at one place. And you know, children, this star is very important for the travelers. Why? Because with the help of this, they can find the directions, because pole star always is in the north side. So if north side, they know about north side, then the other sides they can easily detect it. So then the planets and stars also we have seen. Then there are some differences between planets and star. What are those differences? A planet is closer to us than the star. And planets appear like tiny disks, whereas stars appear as only points. The next difference is stars appear to twinkle, but planets do not twinkle. Then stars do not appear to change their relative position with each other in the night sky. They appear to be almost stationary. Stationary means what? Fixed at one place. However, planets change their relative position with respect to each other, and they appear to move against the background of stationary stars. And that is why ancient people named the planets as wandering stars. Now nighttime sky they change also. Herein, do you know it is written, the earth revolves around the sun along with this revolution around the sun. The earth also rotates about its own axis. And the two motions of the earth, which are the two motions? Revolution and rotation, cause the same star to appear to rise 4 minutes earlier every day. Now here we see a whole different set of stars in the sky after every 6 months. Why? Because the earth revolves around the sun and in 6 months time moves to the other side of the sun. Here you see the definition of constellation is given. A constellation represents the patterns formed by some stars in the sky. Second is pole star. Pole star is a star that appears to remain stationary. Stationary means fixed at one place. It is aligned with Earth's axis of rotation. And a star, it is a self-luminous. Luminous means what, children? Lighted. Means it has its own light. A self-luminous celestial body consisting of very hot gases. ABC part we have already done. So D part. First question of D part is, why do we usually not see the stars during the day? During the day, which is the brightest star in the sky? Seen? Sun. And sun dominates the sky with its brightness. That's why we usually do not see the stars during the day. Here you see the answer is written. Answer may be here. Here you see in this stars topic, the last paragraph is written. Stars appear as dim points in the night sky. This is due to their very large distances from us, that we know. Here they do not disappear during daytime, means daytime also stars are present. They are present there in the sky all the time. However, they are not visible during daytime. Why they are not visible? Due to sun's brightness, because sun dominates the daytime sky. So D first answer is here only. Stars are not visible during daytime due to sun's brightness. Now come to second question of D part. What is second question? In which part of the sky are we likely to find Venus when it is visible as an evening star? Children, I have told you that Mercury and Venus are known as morning and evening stars because they are seen during early morning hours or in the evening hours. And where they are seen? Very low near the horizons in the sky. That is here written. You just see the answer. Second answer, D second answer. I am telling you. Yes. Here, daytime sky on page number 124, you see, it is written. We can also sometimes see some planets like Mercury and Venus during early morning hours. These planets have therefore been named as morning and evening stars. Where they are seen? Question is, where they are seen? Here you see the answer is they are seen very low near the horizon in the sky. What you can write, children? Venus or Mercury. Here in question only it is asked about Venus. So you will write Venus is seen very low near the horizon in the sky. Now come to third question of D part. Which is the third question? State the cause of the apparent motion of the sun from east to west. Sun rises in the east and sets in the west. What is the reason behind it? So the reason is, children, that earth moves on its axis from west to east. Here you see stars like sun changing night sky. Here last paragraph, third line, you see stars like the sun appear to move from east to west. Question is why? What you will write? This is because due to the rotation of earth on its axis from west to east. This is due to the rotation of earth on its axis from west to east. Now come to D fourth question. Name the spatial star in the northern hemisphere. Why has it been useful for travelers? I have told you, children, the spatial star in the northern hemisphere is pole star or Dhruv Tara. And why has it been useful for travelers? Because it defines north direction, and with the help of north direction travelers can find all the directions. That's why it has been useful for travelers. Here you see the answer is written on page number 126. Here it is written about pole star. You see what is written? Pole star or Dhruv Tara is a spatial star present in the northern hemisphere. This star, unlike other stars, appear to remain fixed at one place. This is because it lies along the axis of rotation of the earth. What you will write? Pole star is the spatial star present in the northern hemisphere. And here you see the fifth line is written. This star has been useful to travelers because it defines the north direction. So understood? It is D fourth answer. So D part we have completed today. In our next class we will do E part. Here some value based questions are given that we will discuss with E part answers. But here in something to do, you just see what is written. Try to locate Venus in the night sky. Where you will try to locate, children? We all know Venus is seen very low near the horizon in the sky. Find out from newspapers reports when Venus is likely to be visible. In newspapers you can find out when Venus is likely to be visible. Then next activity is given here, children. After sunset, go with your parents, means in the evening after the sunset, with your parents you go to some large open ground from where the horizon is clearly visible. Horizon means what? The sky label. Horizon of sky. Look at a rising star. That time stars will be rising, so you can look at them. Mark its direction with respect to a pole or tree. Means you can find it out that this star is in this direction with any landmark, either a big pole or a tree. Then next day you again go to the same spot a little earlier. Okay. And then observe the same star from the same position. Okay. Then what you will find? Repeat and tabulate. Means you just note it down that today this star was seen here, then next day next place. Then your observations for a few days, you note it down in a tabular form, your observations for a few days and discuss your findings with your teacher or friends. These are the activities to do. Okay, children, today we have discussed question answers of D part. I will give you PDF. Your homework for today is you have to write all the answers in your science notebook, and either you can submit here in the school campus or on our WhatsApp group. That's all for today. Goodbye and thank you.